Hello, Harper's Bazaar. I'm Zendaya, and today I'm going to be looking through some of my fashion moments. This is Fashion Flashback. Let's just say this was an era, okay? This photo is from 2012. Me and Law technically still worked with each other at this time, but I didn't have the ability to work with him for everything because I was very expensive. So a lot of the times I had to just kind of go with whatever I had in my closet. At this time, I don't think I was stepping out. Like I wasn't like, ooh, like I'm killing him with this. I think it was like, child, I got a thing to do for this, shake it up. Like, let's just, what do we have? What can we put together? So I had this pair of sequin skinny jean. Let me tell you how itchy they are. Wouldn't recommend. I guess I have like a tank top under there or something. So I took the blazer from my Sweet 16 suit and I just put it on this because that's all I had. I have a metal kind of necklace that's supposed to mimic what seems to be a collar of sorts made out of chain. This is the part that really gets me, is the hair. I just want to understand why I went bone straight on the sides, everywhere else, bone straight. And then I just wanted a swoop in the front. Why would I do that? Why would I bust it bone straight, but I want the front to go like this. So now I have a mustache in the front of my head and bone straight everywhere else. It was like windy and flyaways. They are sprayed, so they're so crunchy. They're so crunchy. Everything is moving, but the front is not moving. You live and you learn. It's the BET Awards. At this point, I was at every event that I was not nominated for. I just was like, I'm going and I'm getting dressed up. This was a Law creation. It was a skirt with like a bomber jacket and it was built as a set. Law had a very specific vision about what he wanted. Like, he's like, I want to put a baseball cap with it. That's kind of how I developed my fashion thing. Kind of lane outside of, at the time, it was Disney Channel. I wanted to kind of figure out how to be my own person outside of it. And we did that by just going to everything. And we looked good. This is, I believe, Ruben Singer. This one is from 2015. It was a fashion show for charity. Everybody had to wear a red dress, and this was my red dress. I love it. I have my So-Kates as usual. I think that has been Law and I's staple shoes since the beginning. Nothing like a pointy toe pump. So-Kate, I got it in every color, especially my white ones. I wear them with everything. And even then, that was our go-to shoe. I think it looks fantastic on everybody. I did a runway show in middle school. I went to an art school, and the fashion department did a runway show, and I was in that, so it wasn't my first time on the runway. All right, this next one actually is one of my favorites. This was Greatest Showman premiere in Australia. I just thought it was so cool. I mean, I remember Law showing me the picture, and I remember trying it on for the first time. It's Moschino. I loved how literal it was. I loved, like I literally was a butterfly. And just how like structurally it held that wing and the colors and everything. I remember Law was like, I really want yellow eyeshadow. I think that was him who said that. And I didn't have yellow eyeshadow because I did my makeup for this press tour. My assistant Darnell, who's also like my brother, he had to, like, bless him, run out and like he bought like every yellow eyeshadow he could find to complete the look, of course. The only thing we changed about it was I think there were antennas on the runway, like there were antennas on. I was like, okay, maybe not that literal, right? We could take the antennas off. This suit, I love this suit. It was a men's suit, but it fit me really well, and I felt very confident in it. This is my hair, so I didn't really do anything. I just kind of do what I usually do, which I wake up, put some product in it, scrunch it up, and just flip it all to one side. It gave me Julia Roberts vibes. I know she wore like a suit to the Golden Globes once, and it reminded me of that in some ways, but it was easy, it fit really well, it was super comfortable. I love this one, I still have this suit. This was my first Emmys. This is Vera Wang. I remember seeing the sketches for it, I loved it, and we had to pick a color. And at the time, I was just obsessed with emerald green. I had these emerald green chairs in my living room I had just gotten. I temporarily dyed my hair red, and I felt like I loved that color combination. And I've seen many a like prom dress recreation of this, which is really cool. Also, fun fact, I almost missed the red carpet. It was closed. Do you remember that? It was closed, and they were like, you can't take pictures. You can't. The red carpet is closed. I said, oh, I'm taking pictures in this dress, all right? I feel good, I feel confident. I got my red hair, okay? I got a nice green dress, and I'm gonna get a picture in this outfit. I kind of snuck onto this little side red carpet that was kind of hidden, and there was a couple photographers that knew me, and I was like, just went over there and I was like, got my picture, and I left. So my background looks different from everyone else's because I wasn't on the main red carpet. I was on a side thing that I just was like, I'm getting pictures. I'm getting this outfit. I feel good. I feel good tonight. This is the 2020 Critics' Choice Awards. This is the infamous Tom Ford breastplate. I actually framed the breastplate because I just was like, this is so cool. They were originally like somebody else's boobs, and I put it on. It didn't quite fit me very well, and I asked if I could be scanned to have my own custom breastplate, and they were able to do it, like digital scanning, and Tom Ford let me keep it. Law had the vision for it. He wanted to do box braids for this, so I stayed up very late getting my hair done, and I had a good night. I didn't win, but who cares? This is the Venice Film Festival. It's one of my favorites again. I would say this kind of came about because when this collection came out, which this wasn't a dress, it was like a corset or kind of thing, but I saw it and I immediately, mind you, Dune hadn't come out yet. It wasn't even close to the time. I said, I want to wear something like a version of this, a dress version of this for Dune. And I texted it to Law and he was like, let's do it. Let's make a custom. Let's ask them if they'll do it. They made a body cast. So a woman came to my house when we went outside and like she molded my body, and that became like the shell. And this is made of leather, but it kind of looks liquid, but it's all solid. So it was really difficult to sit in and to breathe in because you can't breathe. It's like just hard. So the whole movie, I'm like just focusing on breathing the whole night. So it was many years in the making, and I had planned it for a long time before I wore it. So I was really excited to finally be able to wear it. This necklace, Bulgari, massive emerald, terrified to wear it because I was like, it's just so big. And another random observation, I just want to add this. Everybody says I have babies trapped in my knees, and I see it. Do you see the baby doll head trapped in my knee? They have said this so many times, and I really do. I really do have little babies in my knees. It's so weird. Like you see the eyes and anyway. You'll never be able to unsee it. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because now it's gonna make it even worse. More people are gonna be like, she's got babies trapped in her knees. Okay. This is 2023. This is at the NAACP Image Awards, and in Prada. It was pants in the runway, and we did a version of that. So I was supposed to wear this on the carpet and wore like a black and green vintage Versace to the award show, but in the van, something in my brain went, I have to switch these because I'm a Virgo. I think about everything that can go wrong a million times before they happen. And I knew that this crinkling, okay, was gonna drive me crazy. And I was like, how am I gonna pose to where it doesn't crinkle like that? And I thought it would be better in movement on a stage. So I said, you know what, let's switch. I'm already in the van, and I tried to pose, and I was like, I'm not gonna like it. Let's change it. And I changed back into the other one in the car, and then got out and did the carpet. So I'm glad that I did because I think that I wanted to do it justice, and I think it wouldn't have quite worked on the carpet the same way. So I'm glad that I switched them. That being said, trust your instincts. If you feel in your gut, wait a minute, I think I should switch this, do it, because otherwise you're gonna drive yourself crazy. You're like, why didn't I listen to myself? Thank you so much for watching. Dune is coming out soon, so we hope you all enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.